Welcome. This is Kenny Gregory with Reality Hoops. You're greatly appreciated for taking the time to click on this video. And the purpose of this channel is to give high school and college basketball players the proper tools to maximize their experience on and off the court. And without further ado, let's get to it. Let me guess, many of you are wondering, who is this guy? Why should we listen to him? Well, let me give you a little background into who I was as a basketball player. My senior year in high school, I was Mr. Basketball in my state. Went on to become the 1997 McDonald's All-American Game MVP. And through that, was recruited by some of the top schools in the nation. Some of the schools that I had offers from was Ohio State, Cincinnati, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Kansas. After high school, I accepted a basketball scholarship to play basketball at Kansas. From there, I went on to become a 3-year starter, and I finished my career as the 9th all-time leading scorer in school history. After my eligibility was up at Kansas University, I decided to take my basketball journey to Europe. I went on to have a 12-year career playing overseas in various countries like Turkey, Italy, Spain, France, Slovenia, Greece, just to name a few. With my extensive basketball career, that's why I feel I have the proper experience and knowledge to help guide your son on this basketball journey. Do you remember that basketball mixtape you saw a few years ago for the next can't miss prospect? Where is he now? That's the real question. Where is he now? And that's why this means so much to me. I see myself in a lot of these kids, and it's personal. We, the adults, we have to do a better job of surrounding our kids with people who have actually experienced these things and can help navigate them a lot easier. What happens when you don't get a scholarship? Who's around? What happens when you don't make it to the NBA? Who's around? Those phone calls will stop very fast, and I'm here to help these kids realize we cannot continue to let their sport become their identity. There's so much more to life than dribbling a ball, throwing a football, catching a touchdown, or hitting a home run. You can do so much more with these sports. Like the old saying goes, use the sport, don't let it use you. The things I plan to cover here with Reality Hoops is the high school and college process on how to get the most out of the experience. Think about this. An example of a high school prospect. Take basketball away from the equation for 1 second. What are your interests? What are your likes? I want to trigger these young athletes' minds into thinking about what type of careers they may be able to have when they become adults outside of basketball. Just start thinking about these things earlier. Don't think about these things once you get to college or after college. Let's start talking about these things as a family at 12, 13, 14, to give these kids a better chance at success outside of their sport. And for the guys that are fortunate enough to play ball in college, the stakes are even higher. You're that much closer to the real world. And hopefully, you've already been thinking about these things from an earlier age. Let's start thinking about what electives to take. So by your 3rd year, you can choose a credible major. Focus more on networking. Let's focus more on internships in the summertime. So many alumni from these schools, you could be doing internships, gaining experience in whatever field that you may want to do upon graduation. My main interest here with Reality Hoops is I want to do what helps the most people. Every kid isn't a Division I prospect. Every kid isn't the next can't miss NBA prospect. My interest is whether it's Division I, II, or III, or NAIA school, the dream and the goal should be is to get your school paid for. At that point, basketball should be secondary. Here at Reality Hoops, we're going to discuss the different scholarship packages that these universities offer. Whether you're a Division I prospect, Division II, Division III, or NAIA, the process is a lot different. So we're going to go step by step at each level. And depending on who you are and what level of prospect you are, we're going to cover the things that can help you out. What we plan to do here at Reality Hoop is interview former athletes, current coaches, former coaches from all these levels to explain the process in great detail. Parents, this is where I need your help. I have a saying where it's called know your win. Every kid's win is different. Some kids' win may be a Division I scholarship. And the next kid's win may be a Division II scholarship. The next kid's win may be to play at an NAIA school. The elite of the elite, some of them may go on to play in the NBA. But you have to know individually what your win is. But as parents, you need to do a reassessment throughout this process to see where your kid falls at and make that the new goal. Not saying don't shoot for the stars, but you have to be honest with yourself and put things in perspective of what fits your kid. Not just their dreams, but what actually fits them as an individual as time goes on. I know this may ruffle a few feathers, but so be it. There are too many people misguiding these kids. Between AAU programs, trainers, sometimes the parents. These kids aren't getting the correct information. Us former athletes have been quiet for far too long. We have the background, we have the experience, and one thing that we can provide is taking the guessing out of the process. I think a lot of people are using these athletes as their guinea pigs, and some of them mean well and some of them don't. But us former athletes have been quiet for far too long, so let's take the guessing out. We can actually tell them step by step what's next. And not saying that that's gonna make it any easier, but it will help you be aware of what's coming and you can stay focused. In summary, I'm very excited for you to come along for this ride with me with Reality Hoops. Like I've stated earlier, my goal is to do what helps the most kids. I know that the top recruits every year, they get the most attention. What about the others of millions of kids that aren't in those positions? To be top draft picks, to play on top G League teams and have those opportunities. What about the kids that aren't McDonald's All-Americans? Since I'm interested in what helps the most kids, even if you don't earn an athletic scholarship, do you know how much work ethic you've built? It doesn't just become an idea, it becomes who you actually are. All these habits are transferable. So if you have hard work and trying to obtain a college scholarship, and say for whatever reason that doesn't work out for you, you can transfer that same work ethic and character that is built into other aspects of life moving forward. So parents, this is where I really need you at. This is just as important for the parents as it is for the student athletes. This is a team effort. We have to come together and guide the next crop the right way. If you know someone that this channel could help, please spread the word. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. And here at Reality Hoops, we don't just tell you what you want to hear, we tell you what you need to hear. Until next time, peace.